Shifting gears to the Washington swamp, where in 2017, John Brennan appeared before the House Intelligence Committee when specifically asked whether the CIA had used the Steele dossier to launch the Russia hoax. He said no. And as it turned out, that's not true. A new review of the Russia hoax by the CIA reveals that back in 2017, Brennan himself wrote that the dossier warranted inclusion in the intelligence report, but that's not what he told Congress. As Brennan knows, lying to Congress is a serious crime. And now both Brennan and the former FBI director, James Comey, are reportedly facing criminal investigations. And consequences, they could be quite severe. Here now with more is the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer of Kentucky. Chairman, thanks so much for joining us on Hannity. What do you make of the report? I thought John Radcliffe did the absolute right thing from the CIA. He got career officials to write the definitive report, and then they put that out. Now the Department of Justice is looking at it and doing this probe. What's your reaction to it?
Well, first of all, thank God for John Radcliffe, our mutual friend, Jason. He's doing a great job. Yeah. He's brought transparency and sunlight into our intelligence community that needed it. The intelligence community's lost the trust of most of us in Congress. They've lost the trust and confidence of most Americans, and he's trying to turn that around. And this report shows there are still some good people in the Central Intelligence Agency, and there are good people in the FBI. But we've got to hold people accountable for wrongdoing. Brennan and Comey perjured themselves to Congress. They should be held accountable. The committees where they testified and lied to Congress, which you said is a felony, they need to have criminal referrals to the Pam Bondi Department of Justice, and we need to see some accountability. That's the biggest complaint I get when I travel around America and talk about all these investigations. They're like, when will people be held accountable? Now's the time. These are the first two people. They have done so much to destroy the confidence and reputation of our intelligence community. This can be reversed with some accountability, and I appreciate John Radcliffe.
Hey, look, I was the chairman. You're the chairman now. I got the same peppering of questions to me, and I'm like, hey, they don't give me handcuffs. That wasn't my role. You know, I can point it all out. I can make the referral, but somebody else has the handcuffs and the ability to prosecute. I think, as you said, our former colleague is just a man of great integrity, John Radcliffe, doing the right thing. Let me shift gears here. You're also spearheading the effort on the autopen, and there was another another interview that I believe happened today. Tell us where we're at with the latest on the autopen.
Well, we interviewed another person that worked very closely with Joe Biden, and I'll say this: Joe Biden apparently wasn't the only person that had a poor memory in the Biden administration. I mean, our witness today couldn't recall anything. Just like our witness earlier from a couple of days ago, Dr. O'Connor, he pled the fifth. So, you know, what we've found thus far is nobody that even the ones who we thought were in the inner circle of the Biden White House ever saw Joe Biden. But according to the reports, Joe Biden was in the White House. So, you know, this doesn't make any sense. It adds fuel to the fire that there was a select few. And when I say a select few, Jason, I'm talking about I can count them on one hand that were calling the shots. There's no evidence thus far that's emerged that Joe Biden knew anything about who was using the autopen or the process involved in authorizing the use of the autopen. We're going to continue. We've got more names to bring in for depositions. Obviously, we're going to get to the Ron Clains and maybe higher. Maybe there'll be people in the Biden's family, immediate family, that'll be implicated in this. We're going to bring them all in, and we're going to get the truth to the American people. And if Joe Biden's name was forged on these executive orders and these pardons, then those executive orders and pardons are going to face a tough future in a court of law.
Yeah, what I would hope that people keep in mind is that if you were a notary public and you were going to try to transfer, I don't know, $5,000 or maybe buy a home and you have to go get your signature done, the standard by which they're authorizing and using the President of the United States' signature. It would never pass muster. It would never pass. They would get rid of that notary public and possibly prosecute that person so quick. There's a lot more to flesh out. I'm glad you're on top of it. Chairman James Comer, really do appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on Hannity.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.